Years ago, a handful of survivors revealed the horrifying disaster that struck Norway's fjord. They described watching a colossal wave rise from the sea, wiping out everything in its path. Even through binoculars, all they could see was a towering wall of water, estimated to be nearly 200 meters high. The catastrophe shocked the entire world, but despite years of investigation, no one ever uncovered what truly caused it. In the present day, fjord looks calm and peaceful. Two young men race across the water on jet skis, unaware that a huge shadow is moving beneath them. Moments later, both riders are thrown into the water. Soon, the clear fjord turns blood red, revealing that something deadly attacked them below the surface. The story then follows Sarah, a scientist working at a marine research center. Her underwater equipment has recently detected strange sounds unlike anything she has ever recorded. Before leaving work, she watches a news report showing thousands of salmon mysteriously washing onto the shore. Believing the strange sounds and dying fish are connected, she decides to head there and investigate. At the same time, Thompson, the owner of a salmon farm, is giving a Chinese investor a tour of the facility, proudly showing off his sonic light system. The technology uses powerful sound waves to protect salmon from parasites, and Thompson believes it will transform the fish farming industry. When Sarah arrives, she reunites with police chief Henriette, a longtime friend. Henriette is married to Thompson, the owner of the local salmon farm. Sarah also reunites with their daughter, Maria, who has been a close friend of hers for years. It's clear they all share a long history together. Henriette shows her a large plastic cylinder that has been crushed with unbelievable force. Realizing only something incredibly powerful could do that, Sarah decides to investigate. Next, Sarah arrives at the salmon farm, convinced it's the source of the fish's strange behavior. There, she reunites with Eric, the chief engineer at the remote salmon farm, hinting that the two once shared a close relationship. She also meets George, one of the farm's employees. Determined to uncover the truth, Sarah decides to stay at the farm for a few days and continue her investigation. The next morning, Sarah and Eric study the strange underwater recordings together. While analyzing the data, Sarah discovers something disturbing. The parasite levels inside the salmon have dropped unnaturally fast, making her suspect the sonic light system is affecting more than parasites. She asks George for more detailed information, but he is reluctant to reveal anything. To test her theory, Sarah performs an experiment using a salmon's heart. At first, nothing happens. But when she increases the sound frequency, the heart suddenly explodes, proving the powerful waves can destroy living tissue. Before she can process the discovery, an underwater sonic light module is struck by something moving at incredible speed. The damaged equipment is pulled from the water, and everyone is shocked to find its interior almost completely smashed. Whatever hit it came from deep below the fjord, and its strength is beyond anything they imagined. Inside the damaged sonic light module, Eric finds a strange piece of tissue unlike anything they have ever seen. Sarah examines it and believes it belongs to an unknown deep-sea creature affected by the powerful sound waves. The sample contains unusually high amino acid levels, but an even stranger discovery follows. A glowing blue liquid slowly leaks from the tissue, carrying tiny parasites. From its composition, Sarah concludes the creature must be enormous. While studying the sample, some of the blue liquid accidentally touches Sarah's skin. After begins feeling dizzy and disoriented, unaware the substance is affecting her. Elsewhere, the sheriff discovers the jet ski that had previously gone missing, where a young boy unknowingly comes into contact with the same mysterious blue fluid. Back at the fish farm, the salmon begin acting even more aggressively, convincing everyone that something is seriously wrong. Sarah dives underwater to investigate and briefly thinks she sees a human body drifting beneath the surface, leaving her badly shaken. The sheriff quickly arrives at the scene, where the bodies of the two boys who disappeared on the jet ski are finally discovered. While examining them, Sarah notices parts of the bodies glow after being exposed to water in the dark. She explains that the glow comes from bioluminescent bacteria normally found on deep-sea creatures. The large amount of the glowing chemical suggests the animal carrying it must be unbelievably huge. She adds that many deep-sea creatures produce this light when threatened. As fear spreads, strange events continue across the fjord. Crabs and other sea creatures crawl onto land, showing that the entire ecosystem is being disturbed. Meanwhile, Thompson remains focused on expanding his business, leaving little time for his daughter. During a night shift, Eric lowers another sonic light module into the water. The salmon suddenly become restless, as if sensing something massive below them. That same night, Sarah wakes from a terrifying nightmare, convinced something is growing beneath her skin. Although nothing is there, she suspects the strange blue liquid is affecting her. Elsewhere, a group of people enjoy water sports until disaster strikes. One woman is suddenly dragged beneath the surface, and before anyone can help, a gigantic creature bursts from the water for a brief moment before disappearing again, leaving everyone terrified. Searching for answers, Sarah meets an elderly man who recalls a childhood memory of thick fog, silent water, and an enormous shadow moving beneath the fjord before vanishing. His story matches the decades-old mystery, convincing Sarah that a giant creature has been hiding in the depths for years. Meanwhile, 3 young people head out to fish, completely unaware they are sailing straight into danger. Among them is Thompson's daughter, Maria. As then more bodies are discovered, the sheriff realizes these deadly incidents are far more than a series of tragic accidents. Later, Maria and the others visit the old man's cabin. That was the only man Sarah had ever met before. Inside, they find the several drawings of a giant sea creature and the terrifying events he witnessed years ago. Despite the warning, they ignore it, grab a diving suit, and head back out onto the fjord. At the same time, Sarah makes a critical discovery. She learns the sonic light system is sending powerful sound waves nearly 1,500 meters through the water. She realizes the signals could be disturbing or attracting unknown creatures living deep below. Sarah immediately tells Eric the system must be shut down. Eric contacts Thompson, but Thompson refuses, choosing to protect his business instead of listening to the warning. Soon after, everyone is horrified when a human body is spotted floating near Thompson's business meeting. While investigating further, Sarah analyzes the strange tissue sample and estimates the size of the creature it came from. Her results are shocking. The animal is believed to weigh over 38,000 kilograms, making it even larger than a megalodon. When Thompson finally arrives, a heated argument breaks out over shutting down the sonic light system. Before a decision is made, Maria's group believes the fish are behaving strangely because of the station's influence. Hoping to stop it, one of her friends dives underwater to disconnect one of the modules. Suddenly, something races toward him from the darkness. The system immediately reports the module has gone offline. The terrified diver struggles to climb back onto the platform, but an unseen force drags him underwater again and again. Seconds later, the water turns red, and he disappears. Everyone inside the station spots Maria and immediately rushes outside. Panic quickly spreads through the station. Without warning, the main anchor suddenly snaps, and a thick blanket of fog begins rolling across the fjord, exactly as the old witness had described decades earlier. The group rushes back inside the station, leaving Sarah alone outside. As the fog closes in, Sarah notices a massive shadow slowly moving toward them. The monster finally reveals itself. A gigantic kraken rises from the depths and attacks the station. Sarah freezes as one of its huge tentacles moves close to her. After it passes, she reaches the others and warns everyone to stay completely silent because even the smallest sound could attract the creature. The danger quickly grows worse. Parasites from the kraken begin crawling across the station, smashing against windows before forcing their way inside. One parasite bursts through a ventilation shaft, but Maria kills it before it can attack. As the station tilts from the broken anchor, the kraken wraps its massive tentacles around the structure, crushing steel doors and tearing the facility apart. Even Thompson finally realizes the nightmare beneath the fjord is real. During the attack, one of the kraken's giant tentacles grabs Marie. Without hesitation, Thompson rushes outside to save her. He finds Marie trapped inside the creature's grip and repeatedly strikes the tentacle with a heavy metal bar. The blows seem useless, but the kraken suddenly releases her. At the same time, Sarah is forced to run for her life. She escapes into a narrow maintenance tunnel and seals the entrance with a heavy metal door. The kraken easily tears the door away, but Sarah crawls deeper through the tight passage and barely escapes. Inside the station, the nightmare continues. A parasite suddenly attacks one of the boys in Maria's group, then spits a stream of black acidic liquid at George, leaving him severely injured. Exhausted from running, Sarah collapses while one of the kraken's tentacles slowly searches the station for her. She stays perfectly still, hoping it won't detect her. Eric soon arrives with an axe, ready to fight. Sarah stops him, explaining that loud noises only attract the monster. Thinking quickly, Eric starts a nearby engine instead. The loud sound draws the kraken away, and it slams one of its tentacles into the propeller blades, badly injuring itself and giving everyone a chance to escape. Meanwhile, Thompson and Marie become trapped with no safe way out. They jump into the water, but Thompson knows only one of them can survive. He deliberately distracts the kraken, allowing Marie to swim away. The giant creature catches Thompson and swallows him, revealing its unbelievable size before continuing to destroy the station. Sarah finally reaches the sonic lice controls and smashes the system, stopping the powerful sound waves. Almost immediately, the kraken calms down and its attack begins to slow. Sarah and Eric rescue Marie, while Eric fires a distress flare into the sky. The bright light reveals the kraken's full size as it rises from the water before disappearing into the depths once again. Realizing the creature is still nearby, Sarah asks about the remaining transducers. She believes a modified transducer can generate a powerful sound blast strong enough to kill the kraken. Eric quickly rebuilds one into a weapon. Their plan is to lure the monster away from the fish farm before activating it. Just as another parasite attacks, the sheriff arrives to help. Sarah and Eric load the modified transducer onto a boat. However, Sarah secretly decides to face the monster alone. She sails into open water, lowers the device beneath the surface, and activates it, preparing for one final battle. As the powerful sound waves spread through the water, the dark ocean around her begins to move. The Kraken senses the strange signal and slowly starts heading toward its source. Moments later, the massive creature suddenly attacks Sarah's boat, completely smashing it apart with a single strike. As the broken pieces sink into the water, the Kraken slowly pulls Sarah closer. But strangely, instead of attacking her immediately, the creature stops and stares directly at her for a few moments, almost as if it is studying her. The reason behind this unusual behavior is never explained. Then, the transducer finally reaches its maximum power. A massive burst of sound waves is released through the water, hitting the Kraken with incredible force. The enormous creature is unable to withstand the powerful frequency, and the attack finally kills it. The giant monster slowly sinks into the dark depths of the ocean, disappearing beneath the surface for good. After the battle, however, Sarah is nowhere to be found. Group begins searching the surrounding waters, fearing that she may have been lost. The truth is finally revealed. The elderly man who had warned Sarah about the creature earlier eventually found her and brought her back to his boat. Sadly, by the time he reached her, she was already dead. And with that, the fate of the enormous creature remains hidden beneath the dark waters of the fjord. In the final moments of the film, Maria reflects on the endless mysteries hidden beneath the ocean. She remembers a conversation with Sarah about how humans have explored only a tiny part of the world's oceans. Perhaps, she suggests, there is a reason why so little of it has been discovered. The ocean is simply too vast and mysterious for humanity to ever fully understand. And maybe some secrets are better left undiscovered. But just when it seems like the story is over, the film delivers one final surprise. Deep beneath the shallow waters, the camera slowly reveals a strange and mysterious egg resting on the seabed. Its origin remains completely unknown, leaving us with the unsettling possibility that the giant creature they faced may not have been the only monster hiding beneath the ocean. Maybe it's an egg from the creature Sarah killed. And with that mysterious discovery, the story finally comes to an end. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.